Ruby Rose was crying her eyes out due to the fact that Weiss had just eaten her cookies. Ruby, I know this looks bad, but I'll buy you some more. Dad made those specially for me and Yang. They're the best. I am super sorry, Ruby. What can I do to make it up to you guys? I don't know. Maybe take me to the weapons store? I need some more rounds for my baby. I would, but I'm running a little low on money right now. Ruby's eyes turned straight to red, not unlike her sister's do. Okay, there's one other way you can make it up to me. What's that? Weiss asked in a shaky tone of voice. You can die. Okay, I'll take you to the weapons store, just don't kill me. Ruby shut her eyes. When she opened them, they were back to her normal silver. I'll get ready then, she said in a cheery tone. Weiss thought to herself, thank God for that. She looked like she was about to kill me there. 2 hours go by. Ruby and Weiss leave the weapons store. Thanks, Weiss, for buying me the parts and rounds I needed. No problem. Not like I had a choice, she thought to herself. Ruby quickly surprised Weiss with a kiss on her lips. What the fuck, Ruby? I don't know how to tell you this, Weiss, but I love you. Ruby started to run full speed down the main street, back to the school. Ruby thought to herself, I am so fucked right now. What the fuck do I do now? Ruby, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you. Weiss, using her glyphs, tried to catch up with Ruby, but to no avail, as the younger girl was much faster. Ruby's perspective, she thought to herself, I finally got back to Beacon, and now I gotta find somewhere to hide. Can't be the dorm room. Maybe Team JMPR's room? No, too obvious. What about the library? Yeah, that should work. She quickly ran through the doors to the library and found a corner obscured by a lot of bookshelves in the history section of the area, of which there was only one other person around, Miss Blake Belladonna. Ruby, what are you doing here? Blake asked with a puzzled tone in her voice. Well, you see, I may have kissed Weiss when we went to the weapons store today. She didn't seem to take it very well. So I ran, and that's why I'm here hiding from her. You know you can't hide here forever, right? Yeah, I do. I look stupid to you, Blake. Weiss's perspective. Where could she be? I checked all the usual spots, but nothing. Weiss pulled her scroll out of her pocket and began sending a message to Yang to ask for help.
Weiss's Mistake, Chapter 2, The Rose Hunters. Yang's scroll started to ring with the song Sex by Nickelback. Hey Weiss, Cream, what's up? Your sister kissed me and then ran off towards the school. I ran after her, but she was faster than me and I lost her halfway back. I am at Good Witch's class. Can you and Blake come help me, please? I can, but I really don't know where Blakey is right now. I can maybe get John to help. I'm on my way now. Weiss heard the loud click of the phone as it disconnected. As she walked out of the room to wait for Yang and John. Yang's perspective, she quickly got up and ran to the door and across the hall to Team Juniper's room and knocked on its door. She heard a voice from behind the door. What's up, Yang? John said from behind the door. I have to go help Weiss find Ruby. Why? She kissed Weiss. Anyway, do you want to help me and her look? Yeah, I'll help you look for her. The door opened and out came John dressed in his normal armor and hoodie. Where are we meeting her anyway? Good Witches. Cool, so why do you think Ruby kissed Weiss anyway. I don't really know. As they reached the room, Yang, "We're here," she said with a cocky tone in her voice. "Weiss, I can see that, Nimrod, so I think we should check the library. It's the only place I haven't looked so far."
Ruby's perspective. Blake, don't you think it's time you go find Weiss, Ruby? No way. I'd be lucky just to get stabbed through the heart. You can't tell until you try. I guess you're right, but I don't want to die. I'm too young. Ruby, you do know that she can't kill you on school grounds, right? Really, she'll just wait until our next mission. Would it make you feel better if me and Yang stayed around you on the next one? Yes, it would. Thanks, Blake, but I'm staying for a little bit longer. Weiss's perspective. Yang, so what are you going to do when we find her anyway, Weiss? If she really loves me, then she will accept what I'm about to do, which is challenge her to a duel. Yang, John, I want you to go talk to the headmaster to see if he will let you use the security cameras while we check the library. Can do. Yang. The boy ran in the other direction. We finally arrived at the library. Then we walked through the doors. Then we split up. Weiss walked towards the weapons section where there was nothing. Yang walked towards the history section, looking not only for Ruby, but also for Blake, of which she found both. Yang, Weiss Cream, get your ass over here now. Did you find Ruby? Ruby, Yang, what the fuck are you doing here? Ruby was scared out of her mind at the moment due to the fact that her sister Yang and partner, which she kissed not even 3 hours ago, were standing right in front of her. Ruby, if you really love me, then let's have a duel. If you win, I'll go on a date with you. But if I win, we'll forget all about this. Do we have a deal? Yes, and I won't lose, so start thinking of somewhere to go for our date. So, let's go find Miss Goodwitch so we can ask to use the arena for it. Sounds like a plan. I'll meet you guys after I get my rapier. I'll take care of asking Goodwitch, Ruby, while you go get Crescent Rose. Okay, sis. I'll go do that. Yang began walking away from the other two girls. As she did, she flashed Ruby a smile that said, "Go get her, baby sis." Ruby and Weiss then started walking to the locker room to retrieve their weapons. Ruby, did you like it? Weiss, like what? Ruby, the kiss. It wasn't bad, Ruby. I like you a lot. The only reason we're having this is to make sure this is what we want and to make sure that you're good enough for my father with all his BS. Well then, I definitely won't lose, Ruby said. Sorry it took me so long to get this part out. It just slipped my mind working on Ascension, my other story on the channel. Anyway, hopefully the next one won't take this long. Ruby and Weiss walked in absolute silence as they were headed to the arena, which would decide if they were to date or not until Weiss was walking. She wiped tirelessly across her blade. Don't you think it's clean enough? It must be perfect for this, she said with a obsessed tone in her voice. Ruby, I understand that, but you need to stop now. We're here. "Oh, so we are," she said with an embarrassed tone in her voice. As they walk in, Yang was standing in the center, announcer style. "Ladies and gentlemen, today we watch the battle between Ruby versus Weiss. If Ruby wins, her and Weiss go on a date. Fighters, ready? 1, 2, 3, start." Ruby quickly tries to use Crescent Rose to get some distance by firing it. Weiss spins the barrel of her rapier, blowing the shots away with wind dust, then trying to stab forward at Ruby. But Ruby pointed Crescent Rose at the ground. Using the blast, she was able to get in the air and perform an aerial slice, which Weiss was barely able to block while she was still recovering from the shock of Ruby's last attack. Ruby activated her semblance. Racing forward, she sliced Weiss's weapon out of her hands. "Well, everyone, we have a winner!" "Ruby, what time for our date tonight?" 7 p.m. Does that sound good? That's fine with me. Hey everyone, sorry for such a long wait in between narrations, but I'm hoping to get the next Ascension one done very soon. Just got my cast off and everything.